Hey, Enrico here again, Tiki Riki at turtlesmiles.com. It's another morning, and been thinking again. Pretty much think every morning as soon as I get up. Brain's going. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. And so, got the dogs fed, got them some water, took care of some things got to take care of early in the morning. Now I feel like relaxing again. So I'm going to play some music, but before that, I'm going to get some of this off my mind. Today I'm really thinking about the word hate. And when I think about it, I'm going to start off by apologizing pretty much to the whole world. You know, when I was younger, I may not have taken that word as seriously as I should have. I think when we're all younger, we probably don't take things as seriously as we should. That's part of learning and growing up. You know, you throw a word around like that, and it can help desensitize other people to what that word really means. And so, now that I'm older, you know, I see a lot of this stuff going on, and a lot of the disagreements and movements and this and that. There's some violence that erupts, and most of that is out of hate. And the toughest part is, I've heard some people speak of other people using the word hate. Gosh, I hate this person. I hate that person. And then I think about some of the ones they're talking about. And sure, you can absolutely dislike. I absolutely dislike many things that especially people on TV do. In fact, I think a lot of the people on TV, we've found ourselves in a place where a lot of the successful people are not the wisest people in our communities. They're not. They may have drive, but it's not the good kind of drive. You know what I mean? If somebody's driven to what they call success, well, if money in your account is what they're driving for, or what you're driving for, that's not the healthiest kind of success. You know, having a family that loves each other and achieving that, now that's success. You see, all these people who achieve the money kind of success or the power kind of success, and they're still unhappy. The rest of their life they're chasing more and more and more. But you see someone with a good healthy family, and they care about each other, and of course no one's going to get along all the time, but they can work through their disagreements and their differences and still enjoy each other. That's success. And they're not constantly striving for more. I mean, they appreciate what they have. And so we got all these people on TV and people in positions of power, and we're seeing a shift, a little bit of a shift, but so many of them, it's just more. You know, they want that next position. You know, if they're in politics, they want the next bigger seat. You know, maybe all the way up to presidency, something like. They just want more. And then when they're out, they still want more. Oh, now I want to be CEO of a company. So while I'm in politics, I'm going to work the deal, help this company, so that then I got a job waiting for me, make more money, and have more power and authority over people. It's just more, more, more. And stars, a lot of them are the same way. A lot of these celebrities are, how many millions you got to make in movies, and then they'll still make just bad movies. Why? Because they're just chasing more money. You'll be chasing that for the rest of your life if that's what you're seeking, if that's your success. You'll never be successful because you can't be full. You always want more. When the glass is full, you can't fit any more in it. So how can you ever say that you're successful? You're not. Your success empty if you constantly need more. If your glass gets full and you just can't wait for another glass to fill up, you'll just constantly be making glasses. No. It's about, love and relationships. And in order to have that love, there's two main things that got to be out of your heart, so you got enough room for love. And one of those things is fear, and I might touch on that, talk about that another time. You can't have too much fear fear will push out love as well. Because fear tends to be a selfish emotion. Even if we're fearful for somebody else, sometimes if you don't listen to that person, and actually, it's actually your own fear for them, you know what I mean? So it's still actually your emotion if they're not scared. But anyways, the other is hate. You fill your heart with hate and let it boil and boil, and there may still be love in your heart, but it's people aren't going to see it. They're not going to feel it. And there's so much hate right now. So much hate. Sometimes I've even been guilty of saying world peace is an illusion. And the truth is, we just don't know. I'd like to think it's still possible. But for it to be possible, we have to be in a state of more peace at least. And real peace. Chosen peace. You can't force peace on something that doesn't even make sense. Then you're forcing somebody to be something they're not. And then they're not going to be peaceful inside. You're not going to be peaceful if you're not who you are. And if you're confused about who you are, you certainly can't. You're not in peace. You got to find who you are. You got to find reality. You got to face it. That means pushing out fear. And you can find some peace. My family has lots of peace. Not with the world, because the world is extremely unpeaceful right now. So when we're dealing with the whole world, we're dealing with it like everybody else. But when we're able to, escape and enjoy each other, and it's amazing. Joking around, singing, our little ones trying to sing a song. It's awesome. Nobody being embarrassed, just enjoying. It's great. Talk about peace. The whole world if the whole world wants to experience that, then they got to get the hate out. Hate out of your heart. Not hate out of somebody else. You can't control somebody else. You got to teach people how to get that hate out. I'll be honest, there's one group I could probably use that word with. I actually hate the pedophiles out there, the human traffickers, the people taking children and doing terrible things to them. You know, from murder to sicko stuff, slavery. It's wrong. But somebody says something about someone else, I've never even met that person, and you know, there's no good evidence of it, and I'm just gonna hate that person now. Oh, I hate them. No way. You know, especially if they're doing good in another way. Maybe I should question the person who's telling me that, because it just doesn't fit. But I'm certainly not gonna hate someone. You know, if there's a bunch of evidence of this person doing hateful things to somebody else. But even then, so much of that ends up being, you know, someone needs healing and needs to be helped and guided, and I'll stand in defense of their terrible acts, not defending them, but defending others from them. Absolutely. You know, I'll sacrifice my own health and my own well-being to protect somebody else from someone who's out there being violent. You know, if they're not attacking children and families, if they're just being stupid and accidentally someone might get hurt, then I actually don't hate that person. I still want to help them. I will defend others first and not let them hurt other people, because the innocent person certainly didn't do anything to them. Person just trying to go to the grocery store. So I'll defend that person, help that person just trying to get on with their day. But then I don't hate the person who's getting out of hand. I still want to help them. You know, we got to watch out for hate. How are we going to help other people if we're so busy hating? Hate. Who are you going to help? Where's the love in your heart? You got to have the love in your heart to be able to help others. If I can figure out how to do it, I'm no pro at this, but if I can figure out how to do this, I'll put some video at the end of this video. You know, I watched animals. I love watching these videos. I've been watching them since I was a kid. Just naturally drawn to acts of kindness that are just the heart overtaking even instinct. You know, I remember when I was younger watching a video of a leopard. I believe it was a not an infant, but like a very young baboon. Certainly couldn't defend itself against a leopard, and the leopard, instead of killing it, it took care of it. I want to say it's for a whole day it took care of this animal, this young animal, making sure it was okay. And then let it go. You know, maybe I can put some of those videos at then. So, I mean, there are animals that are figuring this out. Come on. I know we can. The idea of world peace. Yeah, in that idea, I see racism being gone. Absolutely. But I'll always be more concerned with hateful racism over basic racism, because if somebody doesn't understand something and they got some racist tendencies, you know, we can still work with that person and show them how to break some of that down through love. You know, the race that they don't like, when they see them do good things and they come together, you know, to help cook at a barbecue, help something. You know, after a storm, we have hurricanes. After a hurricane, I've seen all races come together and help each other. So give me a break. Oh, this country's so racist still. Yeah, give me a break. I've seen people come together. Relax. It's the hateful racism that we need to address first and foremost. If you want to hurt somebody because of their race, we need to defend innocent people from that person who has the hate. And then teach them. Quit hating. I'm certainly not going to stand next to them. Nah. If someone says no racism, I'm standing with you all day long. But if someone says no racism, but they actually hate another race and want to hurt them, it's fake. Doesn't mean I hate that person. But we need to show them the other way. They're not leaders. You don't follow that person. Somebody with hate in their heart like that, you don't follow them. Then you're going to end up with hate in your heart. You teach them. If you don't have the hate, you need to be telling them what it's all about. Not standing behind them. So, anyways, watch out for the hate. If you truly do care about others, then care about them. Don't hate them. If you do care about others, don't only care about one type, because that means you hate the other type, and that doesn't make sense. Caring is caring. So care. Care about their health, safety, their ability to go out and make a living, because that's under attack. I know I'm trying to make livings in different ways. I've worked on airplanes. That didn't work out too well. I got stopped there. Circumstances outside of my control. I don't hate the world for it. It just happened. So, do something else. Do some more construction. Didn't want to keep doing that. I don't want to wear my hands out. So, I knew someday I may have a family and I don't want to be all wore out. So, started driving. Truck driving. Don't want to get stuck over the road, so switched to delivery driving. I enjoy driving. It's the corporations that just want to take more and more and more from us. Do I hate the people ahead of those corporations? No. The wrong people are heading these corporations up, the greedy ones I just told you about. We need to support good people who care about their families, not care about more, because the only way they get more is to get everyone else to have less. It's that simple. If we're all going to have a good living working for a company, we can't work for companies that the CEOs and the owners all just want more. If they all just love their families, then guess what? They're happy with us all having enough to love our families, and we can all support each other. It's that simple. Complicated yet simple. So, love. People who love. Not people who just want more. Anyways, I'm going to get to my music and relax. Clear my thoughts. And just enjoy. So no more hate. No more hate. Oh, I hate this politician. I hate that person. Relax a little bit. You show more love and maybe we'll have more love in the future, huh? Everyone loving their families and less hate.